Lazy exercise. Do something. The thing is really interesting that your body's trying to get in shape, right? You burn about 2,000 calories a day just doing normal things, walking, sitting, thinking. You'd be surprised your brain burns calories, right? And any other thing you do, right? Just standing, burns calorie. Having muscles, right? If you build muscles, that will burn calories. If you eat protein, you burn calories. So that's why it's important to understand that your body's always trying to get in shape on a daily basis. You just got to let it do that. So stop doing things that prevent you from getting in shape, and start doing things to get you in shape, right? So, for example, since you need 2,000 calories just to function, then eat less calories so that way your body naturally uses the calories that's already in your body, which comes from fat. Then try to be a little bit more active than you normally do. Let's say you walk for at most 30 minutes a day. Well, try to walk 30 minutes more, right? Let's say you normally take the elevators to go up a building or something. Use the stairs instead. Let's say you normally take a shortcut to get to a certain location. Then take the longer way. Let's say you normally keep like edible items like snacks and stuff like that, right? Ideally, you want them to be healthy, of course, but let's say you have some unhealthy options. Well, keep them far away from you, right? Put them somewhere where you have to travel. You literally have to walk to go get them. That will help you burn some calories because you're putting effort to go eat it, right? And you might have burned enough calories that once you eat the items, it's not really affecting you as much as it would if you were sitting down and just grab a snack that was at arm's length. The idea is to make sure you have to travel, right? You have to move in order to eat. Another thing, right, is exercising or doing any physical activity before you eat. So like, for example, take a walk, right? Go take a quick, 30-minute walk before you eat. You know what I mean? Something as simple as jumping jacks. That's something I like to do from time to time is just do 10, 20 quick jumping jacks. You don't have to do that many. You could do 30 plus. But the idea is just to do them really fast. The idea is more about getting your heart rate up. You want to get your heart rate up, right? You want your heart to be pumping like 100 plus beats per second, right? Beats per minute. And then eat. So you'll be eating with your heart pumping. Think of it like turning on your car, right? Turning on your car, let it run, right? As they say, turn your car on, let it run, and it's going to use up gas, right? And then fill up the tank, right? Which will seem kind of weird to do, to fill up the tank of a car, but that's essentially what you do when you eat. When you eat, you're filling up your gas tank, right? So by doing some type of exercise, you can go ride a bike. Like, for example, if you got to go somewhere, especially if you're going to go somewhere to eat, let's say you're going to go to McDonald's or something, shouldn't, but let's say you do. You're like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere to go get something to eat. Instead of taking a car, Uber or something, or public transportation, take a bike or walk. Right? Walk will take longer. Like I said, 30-minute walk to the destination and then order your food and eat, right? I, of course, recommend eating healthy, but, I'm just trying to get you to have the mindset of being more physically active. And it depends how you eat, because you can eat unhealthy, and like, let's say you eat just once a day and you're eating, and it's unhealthy, like you eat McDonald's once a day, and that's all you eat is McDonald's once a day, then it wouldn't be as bad as if you ate McDonald's 3 times a day or 4 times a day, right? So The idea is to obviously is reduce how much calories you're putting into your body, so that way your body can burn the calories, burn the fat that you already have for energy. And of course, deliberately sleeping longer, like especially if it's the weekend, it's your day off or something like that, and you're probably not going to do much but just hang out and whatnot with friends or just at home. Sleep a little bit longer, right? An hour or two extra, because that will will prevent you from eating, because if you're sleeping, you're not eating, right? You're sleeping. So then your body's gonna burn calories and stuff like that to sustain you while you sleep. So more reason to sleep a little bit longer, so that way you're eating less. I've had scenarios like that when I was young, and it's like, oh damn, 3 hours before mom gets home and cook and stuff like that for us to eat, and I'm really hungry now. I will go to sleep, and she'll wake me up, and I eat dinner, right? So that kind of stuff. So to help you suppress hunger is what I'm trying to say. So if you feel hungry, but you're trying to like stay on a schedule, go to sleep. That makes it easier. Instead of trying to stay awake and try not to eat, it's going to be hard. Because at some point, that voice in your head back there, the dark side, your dark side is going to kick in and be like, no, eat. Eat something. Eat a Snickers bar. It's not going to be a bad thing. You're not going to regret it, right? That kind of stuff. So don't listen to that voice in your head, right? So that's why, something as simple as sleep or nap, right? You can take a nap, before meals. So that way you can guarantee that you're not eating twice. That way you don't eat a couple hours before you're supposed to be eating, right? That you can stay on track. So these are just small little things you can try to do to enhance your fitness goals, right? To improve your life, because the main thing that causes you to get bigger in a negative way, right? Get fat and whatnot, comes from one, consistency, right? Consistently making the same bad choice, right? Consistently eating the same things that don't benefit you, right? Because let's say you're the type of person that is vitamin D deficient, right? So it'd be a good idea for you to drink milk or something, or anything that has vitamin D in it. But instead you don't consume that. Instead you consume soda. Well, soda doesn't have vitamin D, so you're not getting the vitamin D you need. And that's why it's not surprising you have health issues that has to do with lack of vitamin D, is because you're drinking soda and not milk or something that has vitamin D in it, right? So a way to fix that is to drink milk instead, right? To consume vitamin D instead of whatever isn't benefiting you. Another thing is like, if you always have to drink something when you eat, which I do, most of us do, makes it easy for us to, digest food and stuff, then obviously water should be the number one choice. But if you're the type of person that, likes to drink alcohol or juice or anything else, if you like to drink anything other than water, a little tip for that would be get a little bit, like a small cup of that. Like it could literally be a cup, those measuring cups that are 1 cup, half a cup, that kind of stuff for cooking. You can take the 1 cup measurement cup, right? And then just pour whatever you want to drink into that, and then just have that. I mean, if you're drinking alcohol, obviously you might want to do a shot glass, right, as an example. But then just drink a whole bunch of water, right? I do that sometimes. A way of looking at it, it's the idea of like you're trying to water down the thing. So instead of drinking a whole 20-ounce bottle of like whatever beverage, you can just, take a quick, like 3 sips, right? Take 3 shots from the bottle, right? And put it away, and then grab a water bottle and just keep drinking that. Because the main thing is you already got the taste, right? You already got the taste of the soda or whatever drink you're drinking. You already got that, right? So you're satisfied that at least you got some soda, right? You got some juice or vodka, whatever. You got a shot of something, right? You got the taste. Now you don't need to keep tasting it, right? You already got the taste, right? So you got that out the way. That's the reason why you want the soda, is because, the last time you drank, it's like, man, I'm thirsty. I want some soda because I like the taste. So go grab some, take a quick taste, and then just drink water afterwards. That way you're not drinking a whole bunch of soda. You just drink a little bit and then go from there, right? It's the same thing as you eat a cookie, right? Instead of eating a whole cookie, take a bite. Take a bite of the cookie, right? Chew it, swallow it, enjoy that bite, and then put the cookie away. And then go snack on something else. Grab a banana or something, right? The idea is not to 100% to be like, no soda, no alcohol, no junk food, no this, no that, right? I get that ideally you want to, get rid of whatever isn't beneficial to you, but to slowly work your way to the point where you're like, I'm tired of just taking a bite of a cookie and then eating a banana. I'd rather just grab the banana, just eat that and just be on my way. Good. You want to get to that point where you're like, yeah, this is annoying, eating a little bit of some junk food and then eat something healthy when I could just go straight eat the healthy stuff, right? Like, for example, let's say you eat salads with salad dressing, right? And there are some healthy options, but let's say you just don't go the healthy route, you got the unhealthy salad dressing. All right, then cool. So then what will happen is you might get used to just doing that, and you start putting less and less salad dressing every time you eat, to the point where you might eat the salad without the salad dressing, right? Or you might do something different, like you might season the salad with something like maybe sea salt or something, or garlic salt. That way it adds a little flavor to it, so it makes it an enjoyable meal, but at least you're not glopping it with a whole bunch of calories, which typically you'll get from like salad dressings. So that'd be a way to weed off of certain things. What I'm saying is, if you can get rid of like junk food from your life instantly, great. Lucky you, it makes life easier. But for those who like, I can't just stop eating the junk food, I like how it tastes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, for you need to slowly get off the junk, because it is junk. It's just products. It's just a whole bunch of random cheap shit that companies put together and they sell it to you and tell you it's food. It ain't food, right? If you're religious, you can go with the whole God ain't make it, so it ain't food, right? It's man-made, so therefore it's definitely not food. Right? It has to be natural, nature. God has to have made it, right, for it to really be food. So it's not food if it's a product, if it's man-made, if it has, plastic packaging and colors and stuff, right? So with that in mind, right, you want to slowly get into a much healthier habit. You want to start creating your own food, right? Cook your own food and stuff like that, right? Start growing your own food is always a good idea, because you want to make sure you always have what you need, right? Because there's no guarantee you always be able to go somewhere like a Wawa or something and get a salad. So you might have to start growing your own lettuce and tomatoes and stuff like that, right? And cucumbers and whatnot, and make your own salad, right? So, plus, it's good to have the knowledge, right? It's better to know and not need than to need and not have. I'd rather know about farming and making my own food than to not know, and then one day it's like, oh shit, we're in an apocalypse and shit's going to hell, and I don't know where I can get food. You know what I mean? So it'd be a good idea to know how to at least grow it, right? It should be common knowledge. What else? Drink water, lots of it, obviously. You want to suppress your hunger as much as possible. You definitely want to do things. I chew gum sometimes, because sometimes, I'm like, man, I just finished eating, but I want a snack. I chew gum. Grab a chewing gum and chew that, right? Get a little bit of that sugar in me. It's like, all right, that satisfied my snack, craving, my craving for a snack. I could just chew gum. Of course, I could, get stuff like a banana or carrots or something like that, and snack on that, obviously. Just pointing out there's like that is an option, because it's easier like to get like a pack of gum, and then whenever you feel hungry, just chew the gum, and that should help you. Should help tide you until meal time, right? Until it's time for you to eat. And then What else? If you can't, or just don't want to go outside, especially if you're in a dangerous area, you don't want to be outside. Obviously, treadmills are options. So are exercise bikes. Ironically, you could just lie down on the ground and just do bicycle kicks, as they call it, right? And get a similar effect of burning. Because the idea is just to make sure your body's moving. You could just lie down, just move your arms, move your legs in different directions, and that alone will help you burn some calories, right? Because like I said, as long as you are active, your body's already going to get in shape, right? Your body has a shape, right, that it wants to get to, as a shape that you're born to have, right? The thing is that your actions is what's preventing it, because it naturally wants to get in shape, but you are preventing it from getting in shape by your decisions, by your actions. So you need to make actions that promotes, that helps your body get in shape. It's like, my body's trying to burn, 2,000 calories a day, and it will burn it from my body, but I keep stuffing my face with 4,000 calories worth of food, right? Food and drink. So stop doing that, right? Let your body, burn as much calories as possible. Eat a little bit of calories here and there, right? Stretch it out. If you don't want to do the 1 meal a day thing, do 3 meals a day. Just make sure that the total calorie count is less than maintenance, right? And maintenance is 2,000, so you want it to be 1,000. That's what I prefer, but most people would do 1,500, right? Whatever works. The idea is just to make sure your body is trying to get in shape, because it is trying to, but you're not letting it. It's the same thing as like your body is trying to repair itself when it gets sick. But if you don't eat healthy, right, fruits and vegetables, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and stuff like that, if you don't make sure your diet consists of those things, your body's not going to heal itself like it should, because you're not letting it heal. So that's why it's important, to get a good amount of sleep, eat healthy and good, so that way your body can heal. And that's how that works. That's the main thing. Is like your body already knows how to do things. Everybody knows how to lose weight. You just gotta let it do that, right? Your body already knows how to repair itself when it gets damaged, right? You just gotta let it do its thing instead of making things worse. Just like naturally you'll get smarter if you pay attention, but if you're ignorant and ignore what people are saying around you, and you're like, oh, I don't need to listen to you, you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to end up not knowing what they're talking about. But if you listen, you'll learn. You'll get to understand. It's like, oh, this is why you think that. This is why you're saying that stuff. Okay, I understand it now. And since now I understand, I'm smarter, right? Because again, like I said, your body is trying to get smarter. Your body's trying to get stronger and healthier, right? So since it's always on a daily basis, your body's trying to get smarter. Your body's trying to get, healthier, right? And it's trying to get in better shape. You just gotta let it. You're the reason why your body isn't the way it should be, because you're preventing it. You're not allowing it to do what it wants to do. That's why when people talk about fat phobia, they're like, oh, it's wrong for you to lose weight, blah, 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 that's fat phobia, and try to make it seem like it's wrong to be thinner. It's like, no. If you choose to be big, that's a choice. But naturally, your body always wants to get smaller, right? Because your body functions better with less mass than it does with more mass. If we were meant to be bigger on purpose, our body would naturally make us bigger without us even trying. Like, we'll just get fat like if you went every day just eating carrots, you would gain weight anyway, right? Instead of like, oh no, I'm losing weight because all I'm eating is carrots. Yeah. It's because you're not supposed to get big. The bigger you get, the harder life gets. That's just scientific fact.